Where can you buy $1 million business for 25 grand out of pocket? That's cash flowing X amount, right? So I think this is the opportunity right now. With boomers retiring, many of them don't have succession plans, so they're going to close the business down or try to sell it. Maybe most of them don't know what to do. So if you could find those business owners on a solid business where they've done a good job keeping good books and their tax returns are clean, good cash flow, I would highly recommend looking into the SBA for your business acquisition, whether it's your first one or your second one. Unless the seller is willing to carry the whole thing, there's no better options out there than SBA financing. Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to talk about how much money do you actually need to buy a business. I get this question often. They're trying to figure out, listen, I'm looking to buy a business, searching the internet, calling business brokers. I'm trying to figure this all out. And so how do you go about figuring out what you're going to need? Essentially, if you utilize SBA financing and you're doing a business acquisition with no real estate, you need to bring in 10% of the total cost. That's purchase price, working capital, the total project costs, including closing fees. Let's just call that $1 million. You would need to bring in 10%, which would be $100,000. Now, that 10%, you can get the seller to leave some of their equity on full standby, which means, let's just say they're going to leave 5% on full standby. So you always need to bring in 10%. But the seller can leave a portion of their equity in the deal. It can accrue interest, but you can't make payments for the first 2 years. That's considered being on full standby. The rules just changed because prior to a year ago, it would have been the seller carryback would have had to been on standby for the full term of the loan. Now it's only 2 years. So it's an easy sell to the seller because on a lot of these business acquisitions, the seller financing is way more customary than in the real estate world. So that's the real goal, is to try to get the seller to carry back on full standby. The SBA guidelines actually say that full 10% could potentially be on full standby. So in theory, you could close with no money out of pocket. Now, most banks and SBA lenders want to see some skin in the deal. Just keep that in mind. We're seeing lower equity injection. So we're seeing seller on full standby for 7.5% of that 10% needed. And then the buyer is coming in with only just 2.5%. Now, there's got to be compensating factors. You have to have good borrowing characteristics. It's got to be a good cash flowing business that you're buying. But really, where can you buy $1 million business for 25 grand out of pocket? That's cash flowing X amount, right? So I think this is the opportunity right now. With boomers retiring, many of them don't have succession plans, so they're going to close the business down or try to sell it. Maybe most of them don't know what to do. So if you could find those business owners on a solid business where they've done a good job keeping good books and their tax returns are clean, good cash flow, those are the businesses to go after. Obviously, it should be something that you have a skill set for, a passion for, that you feel like you can run that business, whether it's a semi-absentee model or an owner-operator business model. But look, the SBA programs are unmatched for what you can do. So I would highly recommend looking into the SBA for your business acquisition, whether it's your first one or your second one. Unless the seller is willing to carry the whole thing, there's no better options out there than SBA financing. And you can have up to $5 million in aggregate SBA financing. And actually, if you buy, there's a lot of other ways to do it, but essentially you can have $5 million of aggregate. You can have multiple SBA loans potentially. So you can really grow and scale your business or start your business utilizing SBA and grow your business to a very sizable business utilizing SBA financing. Remember, the banks and credit unions make the loans, and the SBA or the federal government guarantees a portion of those loans. And that's why these banks will do these higher leverage type of deals. So really, it is an amazing opportunity for all of us. And I'm definitely trying to take advantage of these opportunities just like you. If you want to book a discovery call with me and see how we could work together on buying a franchise or SBA financing, or you need a good kick in the butt to help you point you in the right direction, go to bookwithbeau.com. Look forward to speaking with you, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Hi, this is Beau, host of the Investor Financing Podcast. Are you a real estate investor with properties and you're trying to figure out how to refinance or grow your existing real estate business? Need some clarity and a game plan for moving forward? I'm offering a free strategy call where we dive deep on your real estate investing goals. I'll help you come up with a strategic finance plan that will help you get to where you want to go. Whether you've got a portfolio of 30 properties or you're starting out with your first property, I have a framework that has helped many investors grow. If you're interested, book a call below in the Calendly link.
Hey guys, Beau Eckstein here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe to this channel. We talk all things financing. I've been in the lending industry for over 20 years, and I'm happy to answer your questions and provide great content.